Supposedly I'm streaming. I've not done this in a while, so let's see. I think I'm live. I think. Is that how this works? Yes, I believe we are. Cool. I'm just checking Twitch. It should be going to YouTube as well. I'm using Restream here. First time it allows me to go YouTube and Twitch. And I'm checking it out here. It looks like everything's good. How do I mute myself? Because I'm hearing myself. There we go. Sweet. I'm seeing it there on Twitch. Let's see if YouTube, how YouTube's working here. Oh yeah, it says I'm live. And there's 2 people watching. Nice. Well, thank you for joining. I'm just figuring this out. Doing some live streaming, and then I'm gonna work on the dashboard here. This is pretty cool. Yeah, I got a couple people watching maybe on Twitch and YouTube. I'm going to probably tweet this out, see if we can get a few people in here, and then we're gonna start working on Dashboard V2. Oh, one thing, if you are watching, let me know, is that music too loud? I have some music playing as well right now. And is it too loud compared to my voice, or can you not even hear me at all? That's a good question, because I can't really tell from listening at least. So that would be interesting to see. All right, I'm gonna tweet about this. See if anybody wants to come along and say hi. Wow, my computer is definitely a little laggier too. Coding live stream. All right, and then we can give them, oh, J-Dog. I see your chat, J-Dog. Glad to have you here. So no music. Well, actually right now it's an ad, so we don't really want to listen to that anyways. Let's see, I can turn that up.
To live well tomorrow. RX bar. No BS.
Should be able to hear an ad now, but I probably can't even mute it, can I? Okay, I muted it. So now we don't have to listen to that. Okay. Right, I was gonna get the link to Twitch. Yeah, you won't hear music at all right now because I muted it because it was a Spotify ad, but it should come back on in a moment. Why are you here? You are here to see me work on Potion. I'm gonna be building this a little bit, working on some of the UI, some of this stuff right here, and hopefully that will be interesting to see for some people that are wanting to build stuff themselves, things like that. Man, there's so many things going on at once though. All right, so now maybe you'll be able to hear some things potentially, because I have some music going on in the background as well. All right. So the plan is, as you can see in my little Llama Life tracker thing here, is I'm gonna work on dashboard V2 of Potion UI. And that's right here. Hey, how's it going? Did you just wake up? And I put like an hour timeline on it. It's probably gonna take me way longer to do this than that. Because it will probably take some time. So, but this is how long I'm gonna work on it right now. So this is some new UI that Ben, my buddy, actually helped me with a long time ago, and I just haven't done anything with it. And so I have to like hook it up. I need to change some things to it as well, because there's a lot of stuff that still needs changed. And so I'm probably gonna just do some changing a little bit of the UI, but it's not really functional. Like none of it really works necessarily. Like I have to hook it all up to everything, and so that will take some time. But that's what I'm gonna start on. My head's kind of covering this up, but this is like some of the info that people can kind of change on each page of their site. And so that's where they would edit that kind of stuff. Here's where they could edit snippet injection for their site. And they can kind of add some code, stuff like that. And so this is all new, like this is all new to Potion. And then if they go back, this will go back to kind of the old stuff where the settings used to be. And so the idea is to get all these settings and things into this new version. And so that's what I'm gonna start working on. Say hi, Lydia. What? There's some people looking at this, watching us right now. Do you want to go see what Mom's doing? All right. So let's jump into the code here. And some of this code I'm kind of new to, because I didn't write all this code myself. And so I'm gonna kind of be figuring out some of it along the way. So I first gotta just figure out where everything is. I think a lot of it's in here. It's like one little task we could do that I know I want to do is move this little tab over. This tab is like this icon should really be like the gear icon, because it's more like a settings icon. And then I also want it to be the last one, so I want to move it over to this side. And so maybe that's gonna be a first little thing, is just seeing where that is and how I can move it over. Could be in the sidebar, menu builder, sidebar. But yes. I think this is it right here. So we'll see if I delete that, move it over here. This should update if I'm running right now. It's compiling. I'll shut the door. And there we go, that was easy. So we already got one little thing done. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch the site settings gear with this one, because I don't want this SVG. I don't think it makes sense with what it is. So let's go over here, delete that. And so then we need to find that little, maybe that's what this is, sidebar general settings. No, that's the thing underneath. So that component goes with this general settings here. I'm trying to look for that. Maybe it's the default sidebar. No, I don't think so. Aha, site specific menu. I bet this is it. Wonder why that's complaining at me. Might have to figure that out. But yeah, so this component is showing what's in here. You can't really see because it's under my head. But that's kind of where that stuff is at. And so we need to see, I'm just going to put that here for right now, and then I'm going to see by searching where we're using this. Ah, the overlay.
I can't help
that
you with
makes
it on Mac.
sense.
Side cream, the best-selling moisturizer at Sephora. It's like a protein shot for your skin. This moisturizer combines 9 signal peptides, amino acids, and pigment.
Let's take off the ad music.
Consumers showed improvement in skin tone, clarity, and.
There we go. All right. So it's in the overlay. So we should be able to go in here and see where that button is. I bet it's this one right here. It says site settings. Yes, so it's kind of crazy how slow my computer is with doing the live streaming at the same time. It's kind of annoying. But yes, we're going to basically swap. I want that SVG there, and then I'm gonna remove this one, save that, go back, and then where was I? The web editor sidebar, paste it there. Okay, so now I should have just fixed it. Yes, you can see the gear is now over here and that's over there, but now they have this weird padding thing. So I probably need to switch some padding around as well. Looks like this right here. In the overlay. Okay, that should do it. Whoa! Now we got a big gear bar. The site settings over here looks good. I'm actually going to change that to be page settings.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Oh, Siri's talking to us. Hey Yash, thanks for the question. I do not use a tool to hide environment keys. Basically, I'm just going to be really careful. I have all my environment keys like in one file, and there's no reason for me to go there. So hopefully I don't show those. That wouldn't be good. Let's see. What did I miss? I'm missing something. Oh, height and width probably is what I need back here at the other places. I'm still learning what these file names are kind of confusing. They're all kind of the same. Let's see. Okay, now you should be able to hear some music again. Maybe it's really quiet, I don't know. But it looks like there's a few of you watching, so that's cool. Starting out our first stream with some watchers. Let's see. Maybe some people from Twitter are joining over. Man, it's really annoying how slow my computer, look at that. It's still loading because there's just so much. It would just be nice if it didn't take that long to like a tweet. That might really slow me down with this. All right, so what was I doing? Yes, I was trying to make this gear not be ginormous. Oh, there's just a width on it. We'll just change that. Save, and then that should fix that. Perfect. And now it's centered too. That seems good. All right, so page settings. Kind of the next thing is I actually don't want any of this stuff here. So the plan for this is when you hit on this kind of all your pages is kind of what this is supposed to be, is you're gonna be able to see a button that's like site-wide settings. You'll click on that and then this will pop down and you'll be able to see some of these settings here for site-wide settings. You'll be able to update those. And then you could, where it says all pages, what's supposed to be there is basically a list of all the pages and each one will be a button. And you just click on one of the pages and then that would make this pop-up come up there as well. And so kind of the idea is that you can just quickly switch in between different pages of your site and then update site settings, like update the page URLs, update the meta tag descriptions and other things, update like the fonts, things like that. So I think that will be really nice and fancy. So that would be cool. The thing though is I need to kind of remove some of this because it's not really needed. I don't really want that. So I gotta see where that's at. So that's back at, apparently some of the things because I just merged a ton of this code over. So apparently some of the things are kind of mad. Doesn't like it for whatever reason. So I'll have to figure that another time. Look. Oh, it wants some other values apparently, min and max. Something like that. Oh, it does have min and max. Default value string, min max, mixing the following properties. On change. Got it. It needs an on change because nothing is changing. So site specific menu, that probably needs to be renamed because that's a very confusing name. I think that's this right here, right? Should probably call it like, drop down page settings. Change it here as well. Yes. That would update should update some imports that are using it, and then I need to save something in the overlay. Let's change this. Looks like we're using it quite a few times. So maybe I can do a replace all kind of thing. Right here. We'll call it drop down. What did I call it? down page settings. Alright, I guess I gotta mute Spotify again because ads. Man, this is really weird, like multitasking. It's really hard keeping up on the stream and all the things going on. And I don't even have like a lot of people, tuning in, seeing what I'm doing here. So it's just kind of funny. All right, let's see. Get that one, get that one. Okay, that should be everything, and hopefully that works. I need to export this as well, or it'll get mad at me there. Okay. So all right, so now that we have that renamed, I think we need to see where the site-wide settings are coming from. So it's from a tab. This is the default, no. Might be menu builder sidebar. Well, one thing we could do is search for that, so we know that's being used, and just see which place are using it. Live editor soundbar. Okay. Where's it showing all pages? Yeah, right here. Okay, you should be able to hear me again. I decided it was time to stand up. So now I'm standing. All right, where were we? Okay, so this is definitely where all that content is. Just to make sure, if I save that, yeah, all pages 3. So we don't really want, stop coming up, Siri. We don't really want all this stuff in here. Oh, interesting. So I didn't write all this code. My buddy did. And it looks like this is where the tabs are chosen, and then it's just a matter of showing which part is active, and then it shows that stuff. So that's live editor sidebar. That's good for me to know. I think we're probably going to want to split this up at some point. But I might be okay to go ahead and delete all that. Let's see. Page settings. Does this kind of includes all that as well, I believe. Yeah, it has content width. It has all those things down here as well. So I think it might be worth me just removing all that, because we don't really want all of it. Let's remove this. And so then it should just be it should just be that. Trying to figure out why. There we go. So now we need to list the pages, which looks like it's already mapping through trying to list the pages. But apparently it's not working yet. Has each slug, available pages, yada yada. But something we can do, just see what this looks like, as well as we're gonna want something like this up here to be something for all these settings. We'll call it like global settings. This is so slow. Or we'll probably call it like site wide settings. Something like that. Not sure what we should do for the page ID here. We'll have to figure that out later once we get kind of the UI working. For now, maybe we'll just do like a console.log. Hey, Coder704. Yes, this is a Next.js site. We'll see what this is going to look like. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Nested layouts in Next. I have not heard about that. What is that about? Is that some UI thing that they're adding? I've not heard of that, but sounds cool. Okay, yeah. So this is what this button looks like. Probably not the button I really want. So that each page under here is going to look like that. We'll just keep that there for now, because first thing I want to do is figure out how to actually get these pages showing. So that'll be kind of the first part of kind of hooking up the interactive stuff. So all pages, we're setting these here. Just gonna get all the pages when the router is ready. So I guess first question, is that ever ready? Because it could just be returning potentially. Nested layouts routing useful for dashboard routing. Oh, interesting. Kind of like, so it'd be kind of like doing page routing where you're routing to a page, but you're just like going to a different tab or something like that. So it's not a feature that's out yet, though, it sounds like, according to what you're saying. So maybe, I don't know if I want to wait for that. The other option, obviously, is, because we're talking about this kind of routing here, is probably what could be done with the nested routing. Probably eventually what I'll do is like put these all out in different components, because just to make it a lot cleaner instead of all in one like this. All right. Easy tests at least can be just to put a log in here. Just see if we get that coming. No, I don't want to talk to you, Siri. Should probably turn that thing off because I never use it. My computer is kind of struggling, which makes this kind of hard. I'll have to think about that. 'Cause it's kind of like, you see how slow this is? I wonder if it's making the live stream lag or something too. Because my computer is definitely lagging. All right, so we did make it past the router. That's a good sign. Got some data there. All right, so we're getting all pages. Should be getting some data. Then we're looping through and like actually making an array of pages. So maybe let's see what this data is. So I have an idea what we're working with here, or if we're getting any data back at all. It should be just using like a test site that I'm on. Okay. Or we'll see if it never even gets to that point. It's possible my backend, I have a local backend running. Maybe it's not hitting that. Let's see if we hit some error. Oops. Definitely lots of errors and things I'm gonna have to fix in this. This is kind of a bigger project to fix all these things. So slow. Oh, what? It went back here. Got to go back to the live editor. Man, my computer's like a toaster right now. My computer's 5 years old, so it's getting kind of old. It'll be really nice to have a M1 chip. Okay. We didn't hit any errors for that endpoint. Let's see what the networking says. Should have hit an all pages endpoint. Oh, it did have an error, 404. So that's a problem. And I probably, so yeah, now we gotta pull out the back end here. and see what's going on there. My computer. Worky thing. I'm basically just frozen right now. There we go. I think the music just stopped too. It's just like, I can't play no more. Too much going on. Be interesting for me to watch this back and see see what the video stream ended up being like. All right, pages is it in here? Create new page. Get specific page. Possible that we need to add this endpoint. Oops, wrong one. See how many projects I have. Just flip in between. So yeah, we're looking for all pages, and it's a menu endpoint. So I think I should have, yeah, menu. All pages. Here it is. Get all the pages in a workspace. So it's supposed to be site ID, page ID, all pages, which I doubt we're doing that. Page ID. So I need the site ID as well. Let's see if we can add that. Pretty sure this is something I've updated later, because this, like I said, this code is like a year old. Well, some of this new UI code. Yeah, Coder 704. So I do have a different backend for the app, and the reason for that is because basically I wanted one central backend to run lots of different things. Well, not lots of different things. All my apps use the same backend, so all the individual Potion sites use that backend, plus the dashboard uses it. So it's just all in one place, which kind of made it easier. Instead of what I'm guessing you're getting to is why not just have it be in, you know, the next.js. So that's kind of why there. All right, well, so hopefully this gets me the site. Actually, I have the site ID there. So I might as well just use that, reuse that. I guess that's get site, I guess fine. Okay, let's see what's going on here now. Haha, it worked. We're talking, that was easy. That wasn't too hard. Now we got, look at all these pages we've got in this website. This is just like a test website that I've been using for a long time. So I just add tons of pages to it. Probably want to make sure we have some kind of loading as well. Trying to think with the UI wise what I want to change here. Like, do I actually want it to say all pages or not? I mean, I want some title. Makes sense to have a title here. Custom menu. Wow, that's odd. That should not, the menu should not break out like that. Obviously it has some kind of width put on it. I'm gonna have to change. So the next question is, oh, look at that. It just works. I wasn't sure if that was gonna work. So that is kind of the idea. Oh my, what happened to all my pages? There we go. They're back. I'm sure there's some loading issues with that endpoint. I think it's very slow. And that's actually something I'm going to probably have to optimize in this as well, is almost like caching some of these pages, because I think it might be like going every time you hit that endpoint, it's like going through Notion trying to like find all the pages. But yeah, so when I click on one of these, yes, it should preview the page like so. So that's not terrible. Kind of shows you what the slug looks like, which is cool. The other thing I want it to do though is show settings right here. And so I'm thinking you just click on it, it'll show whatever settings are populated. And then you can toggle this and not see it, but then this is more just like a toggle thing that always shows up. Which I guess is kind of what it's doing. So that'll be cool. All right. So what's next? I think, so we're gonna need to do something with this. The scrolling works nice, that's good. It feels like there needs to be some extra padding there, and I don't want any scrolling left and right. So we'll have to fix that. This needs fixed here. Wrong colors. And then this is, well, I guess it works on that one. We need to get rid of this save button because we aren't gonna have another save. All right. I'm trying to think what I want this button to look like. I could make this settings button site-wide settings doesn't really work. It should be more like pages. And then the first one is just like a unique one that's settings just for everything. So kind of the idea is that you'd click on this and then anything you change here would update all those settings for the entire site, like styles and things like that. But if you then these individual pages, you would like override those settings for individual pages that you want to override it for. So that's kind of the plan with that, I think. I think I want to get away from the word settings too, because it's kind of what this is supposed to be. And project-wide settings, it's not the right name. There's settings everywhere. Page settings, site settings. So yeah, really this should be site settings. And this should be like pages. And so maybe this icon doesn't really make sense either. Probably want to make that be something else. But if I go back here, see where that stuff is. General, menu, global. This is tab 1. That's funny. Tab 1. These tabs aren't even in order. Okay, so site pages, maybe something like that. And this would be site settings. And this one, I think custom menu works. Site pages. I'll get rid of the all pages now. That doesn't really make sense anymore. So laggy. Here it is. But then I'll just make this button be different. That's probably one of the next things. And then site settings, I think that's good. Custom menu, site pages. I like it. Now I'll have to think about how I want to do like splitting up some of this code too, because I think I'm using some of these components in like setup areas as well, and I don't want to mess that up. I'm gonna commit some of these changes if my computer lets me. Let's get rid of some of this junk. It's looking good. I renamed this. Renamed some things there, did some stuff there, sure. And then there's something I didn't save. Commit these things. Siri. No, I'm not talking to you. All right. We're going to figure out how to turn off Siri now. I don't know if I've ever used the talk to Siri. No, I'm not talking to you. Where are those settings even at? Maybe I can search it. There it is. Nope, I'm not listening. Let's even turn that off, because I don't think I've ever asked Siri a single thing. I just Google it, you know? So now that will not annoy us anymore. All right. Let's go ahead, push those things. Alrighty. Hopefully my code is big enough that you can see it. Which is kind of annoying for me because it's kind of big. Makes it harder to scroll through. All right, so we got sidebar, general settings, menu builder sidebar. That's this stuff, our menu builder. Let's go in there and fix some of those colors of things. Some of the text colors, they need to be black, not white. Text white, just get rid of that. Save if it will let me. Okay, so that should fix that. And then title and link as well. Color pickers. Might have to actually do text black. And then the call to action has some spots that are going to need fixed too. Come on, why aren't these things changing? Oh, I think I don't have it running, of course. Hello, Eric. How's it going? I see you in the chat. Yes, the chat does show up on my screen. Kind of cool, right? And it works from YouTube and Twitch. So people can message on both, and then it will pop up there. So kind of cool, right? And I can stream to both places at the same time. All right, am I live now or is my editor does not seem to be making changes right now? Should be running. Let's refresh. My computer is super slow though when I'm streaming. It kind of makes it not worth it. I'll have to figure out what to do with that. I do, have like a gazillion tabs open and lots of different apps, so that doesn't really help. But look how long it's taking for my page to reload. I'm on an Intel-based Mac. This MacBook is 5 years, almost 5 years old, so it's getting kind of old. I'm kind of due to get a new MacBook here soon, which will be nice. Once it finally loads, we can go back and hopefully we've reloaded everything. Need to add some kind of loading indicator here as well for all these pages to come in. But hopefully I'll make it faster so it doesn't take that long. It won't be an issue. Here we go. All right, now that's working, so we can do that. I'm wondering if I even need to put text black now that I have it up and running. Just to be, it should be black by default. Even though he's using text black there. Oh, yeah, it's not. It's some other color. Well, that's fine. We'll just put it back. All right, now go to the call to action. Change these to black as well. hopefully that's everything. Just these two. That should be everything, and that will be kind of fixed. The other thing is the width of these is messing up everything. So let's see what's going on with that input width. It's a set width. What if I did width full? Get rid of that ad. There we go. So now it does width full. The only problem is it's still is a little bit longer than those ones. So I'm wondering, they both have the same margins there. It's the color picker. It's a little bit in more. Or one of these, so I can hopefully make it the same. Font medium. MWrite 3, MR3, that's what I should probably do. And that will make it the same as everything else. With full right here. I'll do it over here. Oh, the typing's even slow. Okay, that should be what we want, just to make it the same as everything else. Come on, what's going on here? While I'm at it, we could make the border be different. Like, it'd be nice if all these borders were purple, because that's on brand, right? We need to be on brand. All of it's blue. Let me check out the Tailwind docs, because I don't remember. It should be like, yeah, so I'm using Tailwind, but it should be like focus or something like that. It's like the focus border. Border, color, style, or it's focus. Ring, that's what it is. The focus ring, of course. Ring. Like, let's just see if we do ring pink 500, what do we get? On the link. And then I'll probably have to add focus too. But I feel like this is not reloading currently. Doesn't seem like it is. Should be hot reloading. Might just be so slow that it's airing out or something. We got 1 minute left on our hour of working on this, and I might just end the stream there. I'm still gonna work on it because I have more to do, but it's really slowing me down because of this slow internet with streaming. So I'll have to figure out a better solution for that in the future. I'm using OBS. Yeah, it's just very slow. But this was fun, just trying it out, see how this works. And maybe I can find a better solution to make it not so. It'd be nice if you could almost like stream on a different computer or something. And then do the work on the other one. All right. Well, that's our timer. And I will keep working on this. Thank you for stopping by. And maybe I'll do this again in the future. See you